Let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and today we are going to be doing something I have not done in a very, very long time, folks. So prepare to be wrecked. We're going to do a match of ranked TFT. Now, honestly, I haven't even been playing TFT that much lately. I just figure, why not? Let's drop into a ranked game. Let's see what we can make happen here. We're not going to go in with any kind of game plan as much as we're going to try to play what's given to us. That is sort of the most beneficial strategy, I feel like, in TFT, is just to look at what you're being handed and note what everybody else is grabbing and try to play around that a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Wow, I had my volume up way too loud. Hopefully that didn't pick up too badly in the mic. I assume it probably did, though. So I'll have to deal with that later in post. Alright, match accepted, let's go. So this is either going to be incredibly cool and we're gonna come out with an unbelievable, win, or we're just gonna get slaughtered. I'm leaning on the latter, but I think it'll be okay. I'm excited either way. I'm very, very excited. I'm curious what we're gonna get handed this game and how that's going to play into things. I would really like to start out with Space Pirates, but I always like to start out with Space Pirates, not only because I like the theme, but also because Space Pirates do generate that additional gold, so they can help you econ to 50 really early on, and then if you need to, you can always just sell them later and replace them with something else, which is what I'd actually like to do. We'll see if we actually get there, though. I don't know if that's going to be how things work out or not. And thankfully, it seems like nobody really has dial-up today, so that's good. Because dial-up is super fun when you're waiting on that. I know that the last update that I actually kept up with, they added in Zareth for Darkstar, which, is obviously pretty strong. I do think they made some changes to some of the items, particularly Zeke's Herald, so I gotta be careful about stuff like that. Oh, and look at that. We would love to start with that Graves. Give me that Graves. I want that Graves. Gift the Graves. Gif. Yeah, okay, so that's good. So we start out with a Graves with a bow. That's going to be perfect for us. Give Graves a little bit of attack speed, allow him to get his ability off a little bit sooner. His ability is really, really strong early on. I didn't pay attention to what the Galaxy was. They didn't use those as much when the season first started, but now I'm starting to see them become a thing more often. I think it might be the free rerolls on the first couple rounds, so we'll take advantage of that if that is what it was. Either way, having Graves here as a starter with the bow is actually really, really nice. Should be able to get that smokescreen off a lot faster once we hit the player versus player rounds, and that'll keep him and the entire team a little bit safer as we go forward. Zen is an okay pickup here. He's not great, but he'll work as a frontliner to hold the line until we get somebody a little bit better. Yes, we do have free rerolls for the first... Is it just one free reroll a round? Is that what it is? Or is it the first couple of rounds? I'm not entirely sure. We're going to figure it out, though. For starters, we're just going to put Zin out here and use our free reroll. I think we get, like, one free reroll every round. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, so... yeah, I'm not really going to buy into anything that's out here yet. We could buy Jarvan if we wanted to go double Protector. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll pick up Jarvan here. Mainly because if we do go Jarvan, once we get our third unit, we can go double Protector plus Graves, and that's actually a really strong defensive team, mainly because of Graves' smokescreen in combination with the double Protector. Here we pick up Vi, probably not going to use Vi. I'll hold on to her for the moment, though, because she is a 3-cost unit, so unless we need to sell her, we're not going to. That seems like a good setup right there, and then we could potentially buy another Jarvan here. We could also just reroll. I'm going to buy the Jarvan and reroll. See if we get anything good. I don't know why my computer is beeping every time I hit the D key. Oh no, I just tested it to see if it would stop doing it and... wow, lovely. We just rolled away stuff we wanted. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, well this is gonna be fine, guys. We'll recover. I'm not sure what that was about. I think that perhaps it had the OBS window selected. I'm messing with stuff still because we do have the new monitor and it is kind of a pain sometimes. Use our free reroll here. We could potentially pick up another Zin. Especially if we sell Vi here. I think we'll do that. We'll sell Vi, we'll pick up another Zin. Could go for a static Shiv. We already have a recurve bow on Graves. We could go for a rapid fire cannon. Not a terrible thing to put on Graves, but Graves also isn't really a late game carry, so I don't want to itemize him too heavily. Although we could itemize him and then sell him later, but that means that we've then got to find somebody we want to put a rapid fire cannon on. So it does kind of paint us into a corner that I don't want to paint us into just yet. However, I think we have a strong team for this early going right here. Yeah, Graves able to hit that smoke screen. Gonna take a lot of the damage away from Kha'Zix here for the moment, but perhaps not enough. Yeah. I don't know if we're actually going to win this. Yeah, we're not winning this. We're not winning this. It's annoying that Kha'Zix was sitting there at such low health and Jarvan was just, oh, I'm going to keep hitting the tank. But it is how it is. Man, that reroll that we lost was just painful. Like 2 gold just thrown away. And if I recall correctly, there were a couple characters on the deck that I really, really wanted. Oh well. It is what it is. Go ahead and take that Graves there. Refresh for free. We'll grab this Jarvan to take him up to level 2. Seems good. If we could actually get 3 Space Pirate and then Jarvan and Xin, I would actually be kind of okay with that. That would give us a strong front line, as well as the Space Pirate bonus to additional gold. Darius is actually a really, really strong carry in and of himself. I wouldn't mind having him, although with him I would probably want to get maybe 2 Spear of Shojins on him. Mainly just so that he can keep using his execute over and over and over again. That being said, I think Spear of Shojin has actually been nerfed a little bit, so it's not quite as strong as it used to be as far as getting repeat, you know, ultimates off or abilities off. So maybe not. Maybe we don't go so hard on him. I do still think that he's probably the most carry-capable Space Pirate outside of Gangplank, obviously, but you don't get Gangplank until very, very late in the game, so calling Gangplank a carry is kind of innocuous. Like, it's, you know, he is a late game unit that is extremely expensive. He's the top end of the curve right now. Probably, obviously, going to carry for you. Nothing we really want on the rack here. Let's go ahead and spin for free. Didn't get anything we wanted there either. It is what it is. Sometimes you don't get lucky. Okay, so here we can throw out another Xin, or we could just throw out a second Graves. I think we'll put a second Graves out just to have a little bit more firepower. And in that case, we might actually move the Graves up a little bit. Tempted to go ahead and make a static Shiv here, or a rapid fire cannon. That's attack range, not attack speed. I thought that was going to give us 200% attack speed. That would be crazy, I guess. Why would I even think that? Of course it gives range. That being said, the range is not worth it. Putting Graves out is just a little bit more damage on the board. It may actually have been better to go with Xin as another unit on the board, just because Xin is more tanky, and we're having trouble surviving long enough to kill things. Mordekaiser is just a house, like a very strong house. They're already getting extra coinage from being pirates, so definitely working out in their favor there. So far, our ranked game is not going exactly as we'd like, although honestly, being at the bottom and not down as much health as I'd expect us to be is not a terrible thing here, especially if we can pick up a good item off of the wheel. And I think the best item we can probably grab here is this. Also, getting Rakan for another Protector is a really, really good thing here. We could move into Celestial Protectors with him. Him having a tier on isn't a bad thing either. Rakan is really one of the strongest units in this season, I feel like, mainly because of his AoE pop-up stun being so strong, especially when you consider that he's a Protector, so as a unit he will stick around for a good while. I'm reasonably sure we're going to move away from Space Pirates here pretty quickly, though. We didn't manage to get the 3 Space Pirates early, so we're not really going to get too much econ bonus out of them. And then we have things like this, where it's like, okay, I mean, yeah, we obviously do this. And then we buy this to get Xin up. Buy this because we have Rakan now and he's a strong unit and there's no reason not to. And then we still have a free spin, which we'll use and get nothing, so that's okay. Still feeling pretty... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I dropped that on the wrong unit. Wow, today is the day that I mess up a bunch of stuff, guys. The interesting thing here is that it could still work out, right? Like, having the teardrop on... or having the tier on Jarvan is not a terrible thing here. Yeah, Jarvan's doing pretty good right now. The tier isn't terrible for him just because it does mean that we get faster attack speed boost for the rest of our squad. And they are doing pretty well now. So after the first carousel, we are actually kind of turning things around. and that's a good thing, I think. Mainly getting to the bottom before that first carousel does give you one of the first picks, and so far that pick, Rakan, has actually paid off for us quite a bit. If we go and look at our damage, Rakan is our second highest damage dealer, and he is only level 1, whereas Xin Zhao is level 2 and is our top damage right now. Oh, and of course, now we pick up Pirates. So we have a little bit of a choice here. It's not a choice that I like a whole lot. We could transition into 3 Protectors, 3 Pirates, and try to econ from there, and I don't think that's a bad idea. We're gonna do that. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit here, folks. We are gonna switch into 3 Protectors, 3 Pirates. In order to do that, though, we're gonna need to get some more spaces on the board as soon as possible, so our priority now becomes less buying units and more buying XP. Particularly if we could just get 2 Pirates out, actually, that'd be enough. In this case, maybe we just sell Jace and we pick up Darius. Although Jace does have more of an AoE ability, so that could be more useful. He's also a higher level unit. Let's do this, actually. Let's sell Jace. We're gonna sell Jace, we're gonna go in on Darius, and we do have a free reroll that I should have used. Woot! Talk about pickups. That was just a quick buyout. I did put us back a little bit of gold there, so our econ is not exactly where we want it at the moment. But that's still not a terrible thing, and the reason why is because with one simple expenditure here, we now have the ability to generate additional economy due to the 2 space pirates, as well as being really close to leveling all of these units. And we do still have a free refresh here, which we're gonna use. We don't really get anything off of that, but that's okay. We're actually coming back into this pretty nicely. I'm kind of shocked at how well we're coming back into this, but Protectors are incredibly strong, especially early on in the game when there's not enough damage to really tear them down. Having some of those Protectors being Celestial is also not a bad thing here. Oh, very nice. Very nice. We're getting some very good pickups here. With the BF Sword, we actually have a lot of options, especially considering who we've already got down on the board. I would actually like to pick up Jinx here so that we could go maybe into double blasters with Graves. That could be really strong later on. It is a bit early, but I'm gonna do it. We're gonna play it a little bit risky here because we really need to get back into things, in my opinion. Now we might consider selling Jinx to pick up Rakan here, or we might just lock. On the other hand, if we do manage to... Oh no, I left everybody out of position. Okay, well, this is going to be interesting. If we do manage to get a gold off of our Pirates here and also win the round, then what that'll mean is we can actually just buy Rakan without having to lock him, without having to sell anything. That would be wonderful. There's 1 gold right there. If we even get another gold off of our Pirates killing someone, that'll be enough. And there we go. We can buy Rakan without going below our 20 economy. That was perfect. That was perfect. And already the Pirates are starting to pay dividends here. That's really what we were after, was Space Pirates helping us econ. And we're getting there fairly easily. We don't need to buy this Jace because he is 3. We're going to go ahead and spin, and now we can get a level 2 Darius. As we were talking about earlier, Darius is actually a very strong carry on his own because of his execute. Now we can really play into that execute if we want to. And I don't think it's bad to put them this close, but I feel like maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe it's better to just play it safe, give them a little bit more space, and then let's start looking at what we can maybe give to Darius to make him a little more effective. Zeke's Herald isn't going to be great for him. Don't really want to give that to him in the first place. Spear of Shojin on Rakan is not a bad thing. Spear of Shojin on Jarvan, maybe not as good in the long run. Oh, look at that. They got an extra gold there. Okay, that's fine. Come on, guys, you can do it. Fight. Fight. Darius, execute. Yes, beautiful. Beautiful executes there. We're not going to win this, though. Sona is going to be healing for them, so there's just no way that we can kind of push through that. Still not a terrible thing, and we are coming up to the carousel here, so we kind of don't want to be at the top of the stack right now. We might be able to transition again off of the carousel like we did last time and really come back into the game with it, which would be great. Not gonna lie, that would be an incredibly nice transition for us. We're up to 31. We're bringing in 8 gold this turn, theoretically, but if we get at least 1 kill with a Space Pirate, that's going to be more for obvious reasons. I am definitely debating putting a Giant Slayer on Darius here, but I don't think that's really that effective. I think we would honestly get more out of... why is it grabbing the... There, grab the BF sword. We're going to do this. We're going to put the Shojin Spear onto Rakan here, because I think we get more out of Rakan casting his pop-up stun more often than we do out of Darius being able to hit for larger chunks of damage with his basic attack, because with Darius, we really just want to execute people. His basic attack is not the most important thing. Did not get the execute there, sadly. Rakan is still alive. We're going to get a little bit of a pop-up here. Not going to win the round, though, but we will get an extra gold from our Space Pirates here, and not winning the round here is not a terrible thing for us. It ensures that we stay pretty low. We didn't make it to the lowest, so we're going to get second pick here. And if we're looking at items we potentially want with this, I'd actually really, really like to get a rod, which is not available. So if we can't get a rod, then what else do we want? I mean, honestly, probably just another, So the choices here get tougher. I'm actually just going to take Cho'Gath. I'm going to take Cho'Gath, and the reason I'm taking Cho is because he's a super valuable unit for us to have if we just need to throw another body on the board. But I also think that we might be able to get more in the long run with the cloak than with anything else. The cloak will give us magic resistance. It's not going to pair particularly well with either one of these things. But, you know, it's something. Yeah, we could get Zephyr there, which would be nice. Pull something out of combat. We could get Runan's Hurricane, which would be really, really nice with Graves potentially. Oh, this is actually a really nice take. We're going to go under 40 here, but it's worth for this. Let's go ahead and grab another. Bam, there we go. So we're very close to getting a level 3 Rakan now. I think we might actually... Yeah, we're going to sell Cho here. That'll help make up some of the gold that we spent that round, and we do have the option of putting out a Zephyr now. Or a Runan's Hurricane here, which would do... Let's see, basic attacks fire a bolt, dealing 70% of the wearer's attack damage and applying on-hit effects. That's not going to be super great with him because he doesn't really have any on-hit effects right now. Oh, lovely. Look at those beautiful executes. Oh, that fizz cast, though. It's going to be a problem unless Rakan gets his ability again. There we go. So yeah, we're going to win that round. We're going to get an extra bit of gold there. Seems pretty good. Runan's Hurricane seems like a really good option here. But the reality is that I'm actually kind of partial to Zephyr and then maybe just going for the rapid fire cannon on Graves, making Graves more of a backline beater. The problem with that, though, is that we really, really want to get Jinx out and put that on her if we're going to do that. Mainly because Jinx is going to make a lot better use of that damage. Okay, so there's that. If we were to do that, though, we might want to transition completely away from Space Pirates, so I don't know. It's a tough spot to be in. You know what we'll do? We'll go for the Rapid Fire Cannon right now, and then later if we do transition out of Space Pirates anyway, we're still selling Graves, so we'll just sell him and then put the Rapid Fire Cannon on Jinx when the time comes. Now is not that time. Right now we're doing good with our Space Pirates. They're helping us to regain our economy. We're actually almost back up to 50 here, which is really nice. We're probably not going to win this round because they have a gold Malphite, and he is tanky as all get out. Yeah, and behind him is the Ezreal that's doing the real damage. Not going to be able to get through to that Ezreal at the moment, which is okay. We're not really worried about that too much. That's not going to set us back a whole lot. Okay, we get a free reroll here. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm not sure where we want to go from here, to be honest. We can pick up Jace, sell Graves, move Jinx out onto the board on our next level up, which could be, you know, next round if we wanted it to be. It's just tough. I'm not sure where we really want to go here. Let's do this. Let's sell Graves and buy Jace, because Jace is a Vanguard, so he's a little more tanky anyway. Pick up our loose items here. Bloodthirster as an option, Zeke's Herald as an option. Bloodthirster on Darius is actually a really good potential play here, but it's potentially even better on Jinx. So if we sell him, we put Jace out, we buy up, we put Jinx out, we give Jinx the Rapid Fire, we give Jinx the Bloodthirster. And now what we're really looking to do is either put another Blaster on the board to enhance Jinx, or another Vanguard on the board to enhance Jace. The one thing we did lose out of that is we did lose Graves' Smokescreen as a damage-reducing spell. Yeah, that might actually cost us in the long run. I guess we'll see how that goes. We do have a free reroll that I'm going to use right here. I don't really want to pick up Leona as a Cybernetic Vanguard, but I'm willing to do it here, mainly just because we want to maybe transition into more Cybernetics like that. Alright, so we'll grab Jarvan here. So if we transfer into more Cybernetics, we can get Vanguard, and we can also get another Blaster with Jinx, which would be really nice. We could also go Rebel Mystic and add in Sona. Sona just provides a lot of healing, which is very useful. I'm gonna grab her just in case. Oof. So many different ways to go. Oh wait, Darkstar Vanguard. How close are we to Darkstar? We're pretty far out from Darkstar, unfortunately. And I'm reasonably sure Darkstar does not have a blaster, although Mordekaiser is an insanely powerful unit. I'm gonna pick up the Sona there, and we're gonna roll again. And now we are left with, do we sell something to get another Jarvan? And I think the answer there is yeah. I'm gonna sell the Sonas. We're not gonna go in hard on Sona here just because we don't really have anything else that works with our Rebel synergy other than Jinx. And we might be going a little hard if we just sort of bank it all on Jinx like that. I say that as I'm mostly banking it on, you know, Celestials and, well, Protectors. And wait a minute, Jinx cleaned up for us that round. I wasn't even watching combat because I was too busy spinning. But yeah, Jinx absolutely carried for us that round. I did lock here because I want to get that Xin. That Xin puts us much, much closer to having a level 3 Xin. Well, I guess not much, much closer, but pretty close. We're probably going to spend at least 4 here on leveling just to see if we can kind of get our way a little bit closer to that. And of course, now we're just being handed Sona after Sona after Sona, and that makes it really feel bad that we didn't stick with Sonas. But that's okay. We'll make this work. Redemption's not really great there. It is if we move his position. So maybe we'll consider moving Jarvan's position and going for Redemption. I'm really hoping that we get a couple extra coins this round. If we do, we can pick up Lucian here without sacrificing much. We currently have 6 on the board. If we get to 8, yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm going to lock this in, though, so that we can grab that Lucian. Because I don't want to lose out on taking that Lucian to level 2, because that would give us another Blaster, which is another very quick synergy here. Leona is probably not something I'm really going to be looking hard to put into our lineup. Oh, hello. How low are we on the totem pole? We're pretty low. So we could look to... Yeah, I mean... Alright. I'll take a Gangplank here. I'll take a Gangplank. They get the... Oh, I think we disconnected there briefly. They end up getting the misfortune there. I think that's fine. We can probably sell Jace here, put Gangplank out, and then that changes our synergies a little bit, and we no longer need the Leona anyway, so we'll toss her. We may just end up using the Lucian here to get Blaster 2 on Jinx, just to make Jinx a little bit better. Blaster 2, I believe, is the... Yeah, it's additional attacks, which is really good with her healing being set up the way that it is. So let's sell Leona here. Okay, we still don't have room to put Gangplank on the board unless we do that. Level up Lucian. It may actually be worth picking up Irelia here because she is Cybernetic Mana-Reaver, which is shared with our Darius. So I'm gonna pick her up. Oh wow. Gonna pick another of her up, it looks like. And then we also have a Rakan and nowhere to put him. Sad times. Rakan is one of our more leveled units here. I think I'll sell the Darius to make room for that Rakan. Did Gangplank go out fast? I think he did. I think he's gone now. Although, Jinx is hanging in there. Yeah, this is going to go bad. Sona is just so rough, and they got 2 Chalices on her, which makes her really, really strong. And they're level 3'd. Yeah, we're going to struggle against this team if we run up against them again as well. Like, we're really, really behind right now, so we need to kind of find a way to pull back in. That could be a good way to do it, though. Let's go ahead and grab that. I'm going to move Gangplank way to the back here. And I might even give him Warmogs here, just to allow him to regen health. Or even Trap Claw. Block the first enemy spell, stun the spellcaster. I think that's pretty good for him right now, especially, because it's going to keep him safe for just a little bit longer. Faster impact. Permanently upgrade Gangplank's orbital strike to impact faster. I like it. Let's get all the Gangplank. I am spending a little bit more here than I had intended to, but it's kind of okay. Like, we're at the point where you kind of want to go for broke anyway. So we'll see if we can kind of recover our finances here just a little bit. I probably should have just kept Jace out and gone for 3 pirates. Wow, that Gangplank ability was not as strong as I remember it being. That was kind of pitiful. What even was that? Did he or did he not just fire like 1 volley right there? Yeah, that was rather unimpressive. Calls down an orbital strike to all enemies in a large area after 2 seconds. Doesn't seem too great, to be honest. So here, because we're so low, I'm just going to try to buy our way into our next unit. And that next unit is going to be Lucian here so that we can power up Jinx a little bit. We have a free reroll left. We're going to go ahead and use another reroll here. Maybe another on top of that. We're really just trying to find ways to kind of scale out here in some meaningful way, because we are very behind, and if we don't find a way to get back into things, it is not going to go very well for us. So we can get a Frozen Heart here, that's not great. Redemption's okay. Oy. We can get Seraph's Embrace on Jarvan, that's not going to help us too much. Yeah. Another Xin. Come on, give me something big here, game. Give me something meaningful. Give me a couple more Jinxes, that would be great. Just a couple more Jinxes. No? No Jinxes for me? Alright, thanks, game. I probably shouldn't keep spinning, guys. I'm just spinning because we are in a free fall here. Oh, just a second too late. That might have actually helped. If we survive this round, though, we're not in a terrible position. But it really comes down to whether or not we survive this round. Yeah, so Gangplank's ability basically fires once, which is super weak. That was... I made the wrong decision by taking Gangplank. We're dead. Yeah. We're dead. That's okay. 7th place. Ouch. That was a little bit painful for our first ranked game this season. But I definitely feel like I made a mistake there going for Gangplank. I don't know when they decided to make him garbage, but he is very overpriced for what he does now. Like, his ability was not very impactful at all. Every time he hit it, it really didn't kill anyone. I don't know. I'm a little bit bitter that I took Gangplank there, but I guess lessons learned, and we will steer away from Gangplank in the future. I think perhaps there the other mistake was selling Darius. If we'd have gone into 3 Space Pirates, then we would have given ourselves the chance to get more items, and the items might have helped us come back into things. There were also some technical issues in there where, like, the keyboard was having problems, though, and yeah, anyways. No excuses. Bad decisions made in a couple of different places, particularly in picking up Gangplank there. Man, they really, really brought his power level down, didn't they? But that's fine. We will do better next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!